Meta tags in a header that look like this, they always go inside the head element. And there are tons of different types of meta tags that we can use. Now they all start with meta, but the difference is their attributes. Now meta stands for metadata. It's additional data that helps the page define who it is. It's the personality of the page. You don't necessarily see it on the surface, but search engines, scrapers, even Facebook will use metadata to figure out what the page is about in just a glimpse. There are tons of different metadata attributes, and so I found this page. I'll share this with you, and I'll put it in the page so you can download this as well. And I'm going to go through a few of these with you. So meta char set, a character set, is UTF-8. That's a general standard. That means special symbols will show up as special symbols instead of usually a black diamond box with a question mark inside of it. Keywords, this is one of the most popular ones. You put your keywords for each page in there. If you're writing an article about HTML meta tags, you would change the content, this attribute, to meta tags. Probably add one more in there, call it HTML. Fun fact, search engines used to use the meta keywords for rankings until about the time that Google came around. We used to fill our keywords with 500, 600 different words if we could. We'd just cram as many possible words and variations of each word into this particular element, and search engines would instantly rank us higher. Thankfully, that's no longer the case. That doesn't work. And you should probably have no more than 10. Any more than 10, and a search engine has the possibility of looking at your page and saying, you know, this is probably just spam. The next one is description. This here says 150 words. I would keep your description shorter. When you're looking for something on Google, when you do an internet search on Google, that description is usually not very long. It's not 150 words, it's more like 150 characters. My advice, keep it shorter than a tweet, 140 characters or less. The subject, well, this is actually wrong right here. If you had used double quotations instead of regular quotations or apostrophes, this problem wouldn't show up. Right now the browser would look at your website and think that this is the attribute and that this is just junk. We have copyright if there's a copyright. Language, usually a 2-character code, ES for Spanish, DE for German. Robots, do you want a robot, a search engine, to follow and index this page? Last time it was revised. Let's skip some of these to something that's a little more common, such as author. You can put your name, your email address in there if you wanted to. Personally, I would not put your email address in there. I think a lot of bots will scrape your page, find your email address, and just start spamming you. But your name or your Twitter handle is usually fine. Owner, your name. Just skipping through a few of these here. You have a medium. What is it? Is it a blog? Is it vlog? Is it YouTube channel? And those are all just name and content. You can explore this page on your own. The only thing I would note is that the meta tags are closed improperly. Our meta tag should have a self-closing tag, and that follows the rules of XHTML. It's strict HTML. But use this as a general example. Name is an attribute. Content is an attribute. We have a few in here called HTTP equiv. This is caching. When does it expire? More expiration, etc., etc. There are even more in here. These are for if you're creating an application. Internet Explorer meta tags, Windows 8 meta tags, and so on and so on. Now feel free to explore this page. I'm not going to go over all of them. There are probably even more meta tags out there. So you might want to hop on Google and do some researching yourself. You do not need to have every single meta tag either. A lot of new developers, they think that having every possible meta tag out there in every single page that they have is going to help them rank better. It's going to make their page better for social sharing like on Facebook and all that stuff. And that's not necessarily the case. You really only need your important ones. Character set, keywords, description, and robots are probably 5 out of the top 10. Now your task for this video is to actually come to this page and just explore. Read through this. It might look like a lot, but it's really not that much. A lot of it is self-explanatory, and if you don't know what a particular one is, hop on Google, and I'm sure there's an answer for it.